This pregnant woman was preparing to take pictures of her family with her camera, but I did not expect the guardrail has been broken due to age, and saw this husband quickly get up, but it was still too late. The woman fell from the second floor and hit the ground hard. The husband rushed her to the hospital. Luckily, the rescue was timely. The youngest son was not seriously injured. He was just born a few days early, but after waking up, Anna was a bit abnormal because what she said. David was also confused.
At least I had them all. I had twins, didn't I? One day.
David was very confused, although they had two twin daughters, but this time there was really only one child. Why would his wife say she had two in her belly? But no matter how much David explained, Anna still thinks someone must have harmed her children. After returning home, David threw a baby's haircut party at home, but Anna was distracted all day long. In the middle of the night, David was suddenly awakened by a noise. He rushed out of bed to check. He found Anna snapping the wallpaper by the stairs. She said she had heard a baby crying. The other baby must be trapped in the wall. David had no choice but to stay by and comfort her. But by the next day, something strange happened again. Anna came straight to the cemetery. She said that her child must have been buried here, after saying that she wanted to dig it up. At this point, David was very confused. At that time Anna did not fall into any place. Now how suddenly become like this? Then David found Anna's master Alan. He is a very famous local artist. Anna's success today, it's all because of Alan's careful training. Here is another picture of Anna's art when she was 14 years old. It is said that she had a depression when she was a child, and her current abnormal behavior. It is likely that the shock caused a relapse. When got home, David asked Anna about the sighting, but she said she had no memory of it. This also made David think his wife was probably suffering from depression again. As a result, the next day, David, who was preparing for work, received a mysterious package, and the signature was written in Anna's name. He didn't think much of it, so he put the package aside. But when he came back from work at night, when he returned from work in the evening, he found that the house was in a mess, and his wife and children were gone. His phone calls went unanswered. Even the nanny also disappeared. Just when David was wondering, he found the mysterious package from the morning. Inside was a locked combination box. On it was a picture of Anna as a child. On the left was his master Alan, and on the right was a strange man. Just then David's daughter called, said they were in a small town by the sea. Hearing this, David also finally realized Anna is taking them to the seaside home, so he drove all night to go there. But as soon as he arrived here, David found something that he could not accept. A pregnant woman accidentally fell from the second floor. Luckily, the baby was delivered early and was not seriously injured, but the woman who woke up said she was pregnant with twins, and she also felt that the other child was killed by someone. As a result, not long after, the woman returned home with the baby. When David arrived at the house, only to see two daughters pushing a baby carriage. It was full of shells and garbage, and when he asked where his son was, the two said the brother was in the stroller. When he heard this, David immediately had a bad feeling. He took all the stuff off the top. Sure enough, his son was lying inside, but he was not breathing at that moment. Seeing the father's painful expression, the two sisters also realized that their brother was gone. Helpless, they could only hug together in pain. David came inside the house, put the son carefully on the bed, then in the corner of the attic found his wife Anna, but by now she was already in a state of confusion. She didn't even recognize her husband in front of her. The nanny was nowhere to be found. The sick wife could not communicate with her, and the strange death of her son, who was just a month old. In just one day's time, what had happened in just one day? David had no choice but to go to the beach alone. He buried his son's body in secret here, because before the truth of the matter is clear, he did not want to let his wife suffer such a blow again. Then David took Anna back home. He suspected that all this was related to the mysterious package, so David called Anna's mother over. When he saw the photos on it, mother-in-law told a story of the past. It turned out that when Anna was 14 years old, she had been assaulted by the man on the right side of the photo, and after that incident, Anna suffered from depression. The reason why she is sick again now, probably because she saw this photo. But why did David's son die so suddenly? And who sent the mysterious package? With these questions, David forced the combination box to open. The result is that all inside are some art photos of his wife. There were no useful clues. However, The next day, when he was ready to go out with the box, he happened to be found by his wife, who came downstairs. While they were arguing, Anna's master also came here. David did not want to discuss the matter now, and even had a big fight with his wife. Finally, he had no choice but to leave. And in the evening, the missing nanny took the initiative to contact David and played him the video recorded that day. So, David finally knew the truth about his son's death. It turned out that the child had been feverish that day. Anna's emotions were also very unstable. She kept repeating, "We must find the person who sent the photos." She also locked herself in the bedroom and did not let anyone in. As a result, the child was not breathing the next morning. The nanny was very frightened, so she ran straight back home. Although David knew the cause of his son's death, but he would never have imagined the cause of all these things. It was all related to Anna's master. This woman was sick in bed, and next door Alan came to her. He took out some unknown pills and made Anna take them, and then he put his mouth on it. Luckily, Anna's husband arrives in time, but no matter how much he shouted from below, Alan always pretended not to hear. Then a man tapped him on the shoulder, and reflexively, David punched the other man directly. The man hurriedly explained that he did not mean any harm. He also said that he and Anna was the best friend. It turned out that this man was the assistant who had assaulted Anna back then. Now he also told David the truth about that year. In fact, the one who assaulted Anna was his master Alan, and also took a large box of photos in order to leave evidence. He and Anna together to hide the box, but on their way home, several police officers arrested him. Due to the great stimulation Anna received, she had a memory loss, could not testify for him, so the man was used as a scapegoat. After 15 years of waiting, just a few days ago he was released from prison, so he found the box and sent it to Anna. The man just wanted to tell the truth, and the photo in his hand is the best proof. It turns out, Alan, who was always kind and friendly, was the real killer. Knowing the truth, David broke into the house, but Alan, who was prepared, had already taken out his gun. But just as he was about to pull the trigger, it turned out that it was Anna who fired the gun in time. Just as she was leaving the room, she happened to see the photos of the past, and the memory that Alan had violated her also instantly came back, unable to accept it. Anna, she was ready to take care of this demon with her own hands, but David stopped her because they still have 2 daughters who need their mother. With the couple gone, Alan's life and death is also in the hands of the assistant, and after 15 years of being wronged, there was no mercy. The couple had just walked out the door. There were several gunshots inside the house. By the next day, Alan's body was placed on the doorstep along with the evidence of his crime. By the end of the story, David and Anna's life has returned to normal. Their family was playing happily on the beach, as if none of this had ever happened. And the only heartbreaking thing in this movie is the little boy who was just born. He will never be reunited with his family again. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.